Hi everyone, it's Sam here from samsentiments.co.uk. This week I'm going to show you how to make these cute little children's favour boxes in the shape of Lego bricks. There's loads of pictures of these on Pinterest, so I thought I'd do a video showing you how to make them. So here goes. First of all, you're going to need a piece of cardstock measuring 6 3/4 by 7. I'm using real red for this, so we'll need our scoreboard, our stamping trimmer, which I'm going to use to do the scoring with. So we'll make sure that our cutting blade is out of the way, and on the 6 3/4 edge you need to start scoring at 1 1/4, 2 3/4. This is all inches, by the way. 4 inches and 5 1/2 inches, and then spin it round, and on the 7 1/2 inch side score at 1 inch, two and 2 1/4 inches, 5 1/4 inches and 6 1/2. And that's the scoring done. I've created myself a little template here, and I'll put a picture of this up on my blog, so this will help show us where we need to cut. As you can see, we've got to cut these 2 corners off that have got the 4 rectangles in, so we'll do that first. I do find that sometimes it can be quite confusing as to where you need to cut, and I have been caught out a few times and cut the wrong bit off, so we'll try and avoid that. That's why I create myself templates now, so that I don't end up doing it wrong, like I think I just have done. No, I haven't. Okay, so this corner again now, these 4 rectangles. There we go. So now we need to cut these 4 smaller rectangles off that are left on these corners. I'm going to use my smaller scissors for that. And there we go, you can see our box is beginning to take shape. So now you need to cut just up these lines here, because these are going to make your flaps for closing your box. Okay, so now you've got your flaps. Now with your flaps, if you just trim the corners all the way up to the top, and then chop that little bit off there, that just gives you a little bit more room when you close in the box. Oops. Nearly lost it. And then the same on the other side. Okay, so there we go. You can see with the template that it's all cut out. Now what I would suggest is that if you've got a corner rounder round these 2 corners here, Stampin' Up do a corner rounder in their Project Life section, which you can buy. You don't have to use it just for Project Life. This is the old Stampin' Up corner rounder that I've got here, which is pretty much identical to the Project Life one. They've just reinvented it in the new catalogue. So now we can fold up and burnish all of our score lines. You could have done this before you did the cutting, but I prefer to do my folding afterwards most of the time, especially on smaller boxes. So now we're ready to pop it together. And this larger flap here, use either sticky strip or Tombow. I'm going to use Tombow on this occasion to stick it down. I wouldn't recommend using snail because this is quite thick cardstock, and the snail will just dry out, and then they'll just pop open. You can fold it over, fold that one over like that, and then they just meet in the middle. And there you go, it really is as simple as that to make a quick and easy box. So now we need to put the pips on the top, and for that you're going to need your 1/2 inch circle punch, and you're going to need 36 of these. And the reason you need 36 is because, as you can see with this yellow one, there's quite a bit of dimension on them, because you need them to pop up so that it feels like a Lego brick. So what I've done is I've cut 6 of the 1/2 inch circle, 6 of the 1/2 inch circles, and stuck them all together. And I've got 5 of them here already done. And the good thing about this is there's no waste, because all of those little bits that you've cut off you can use to punch out what you need, and there's no need to worry about the score marks on your scrap, because as long as you've got one of the circles without a score line on the top, you won't see the rest of them anyway. So if you get your Tombow and pop a bit of Tombow on, stick them together, give them a squeeze, and the same again. There you go. It's a little bit fiddly, this bit, but it's worth it, so that you've got the dimension that you need. You could just put them on flat, but I really don't think that would look quite as good. So when you put them on the box, I would do the end ones first, so that you can be sure to get the 2 middle ones as centered as you possibly can. Like I always say, it's not going to be perfect, but it's handmade, so it never will be. We're not machines, are we? I'm using Tombow again for this, oops, because Tombow gives you some time for some wiggle room, so you can get them in the right place. So there's our end ones on, so now we can line the middle ones up. Would be better doing this without shaking hands. I don't know why I'm shaking. It's quite early in the morning here, and I've not had my breakfast yet, so it's probably that. Not enough coffee. And there you go. Just leave those for a few seconds to dry, and then you can open your box. Pop in your card, and there you have your little Favour boxes. This is a smaller one, obviously. You only need 24 of the 1/2 inch circles, and the measurements are obviously different, but so I'll put the measurements for this over on my blog. You can pop over there and take a look. So thank you for joining me this week. I'll be back again next week with a card, I think, next week. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.